So I wanted to touch on a couple things before I go and water them in. When you do plant them, make sure that you prune off any dead or yellow or unhealthy looking leaves. And you want to keep any runners, inside your growing container. And really, when it comes to buying strawberry starts or whatever, the hanging basket sales really are a gimmick, because I was looking before I decided to buy these, and there was about 3 starts for $12.97 in a hanging basket. These were one per, I don't know, what were they, like 3-inch pot for $2.97, and that didn't math well for me, so I decided not to do that, because I could get 4 at $3 for $12 instead of 3 for $13. Just didn't make sense to me. And let me see, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, the idea with doing this, and that, part of the reason I decided to do strawberries is that it's an idea that is part of the permaculture concept. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but the idea that I'm doing is to basically use the strawberries to cover the ground under my apple trees to keep the soil cooler and my apple trees happier. And speaking of apple trees, this guy's still not looking so hot. I'm going to hope that the extra water I give them, along with the fertilizer through the Miracle-Gro potting mix, helps perk them up. Probably need to look into some kind of fertilizer for it. But this tree and this other one here are the same age. So, and as far as the strawberries themselves, I have heard that painting the rocks the red with the black dots is the way to go to keep birds and squirrels from eating your strawberries. Now, I don't think the rock matters, but I imagine the paint does. But I don't really know which way to go about getting paint, or what kind of paint. I mean, acrylic's water-based. Oil is really expensive. But then, you could try to seal it with something, I suppose. I guess if you wanted to be really kind of neat about it, maybe get some glow-in-the-dark paint, but that stuff's really expensive. But it'd be fun. Get the kids on it. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to throw that out there while I was still thinking about it. And I've got more, while I'm on here, I've got even more potato growth. This is my second out of my 3. I've got one more I'm going to make today. But I've got more potato leaves over here. This one's going crazy. There's some way over there, some here, some right there. They're kind of cool. I can see how they might resemble, or be a nightshade member, because they do kind of look like, up close, they kind of look like a tomato plant, maybe. They're kind of neat looking. I've never grown them before, so it's fascinating to me. I hope they turn out pretty good. Look, there's a little bitty one right there. Where's my finger? Right there. Let's see how this other one's doing. Looking for any more around the outside. I don't see any more around the outside. These ones are supposed to be the purple ones. That one's a mix of purple on the bottom, red on top, And this one is all red. Red Pontiac. And where do we? I got some right there. Little bitty guy coming up. Oh look, they're coming up here on the side too. Check that out. Yeah, they need watered too. How about that? That's pretty cool. I don't know, it fascinates me. Because this is really experimental for me because I've never done it before. But it's pretty neat. Alright, well thank you for your time. Have a great day.